All right. Yeah. Well, with that said, let's place some one block. I updated everything to 1.20, 1.8, so this might be different now. I hope it's not bad though. Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? Let's swap over to the game. We'll click and let that load in. Thanks, I appreciate that. I try to be chill, so good. Well, I'm glad you're starting to feel better. I'll give you a brief look at what you missed. My day is going pretty well. How's your day going? Hello, hello, everyone. So here's what we got done last time, and actually, if I remember right, I actually think last time we installed FreeCam. Let me see if that is actually true or not. I think we have FreeCam though. Maybe we got rid of it when we updated everything else. Well, we're not gonna worry about it right now. So what we did last time is we actually went through and finished up the second layer, put a roof here, did some angling of things here and there, and then got a roof finished up on all of these. So I think it looks honestly really good. And even up there, it looks pretty nice as well. We'll take a walk up there just to take a look at it. But yeah, so you see this is all covered now. It's obviously all symmetrical. Then you walk up, and then over here is going to be kind of the main, like, you know, where my spawn is and everything, so that in the event that we should get raided by monsters or anything again, we can be in a safer place up here instead of down at the bottom. And then over here will be that tower that we've been working on, but obviously I need to fill in and actually build. And then we kind of joked about building an even taller tower right here, so we'll see if we actually get to that or not. But if we do, that would be cool. If we don't, that's also fine, because at some point we do also need to try and actually finish the last two phases of this, so we'll see. But of course I can give you a shout out, Unreal. Thanks for being here. I do see your name. Yeah, I think it's looking really nice too. Yeah, I think the thing I keep like getting stuck on though, oh actually, hold on, we need to turn on our shaders. Can't do this without our shaders again. The thing I keep getting stuck on is like just actually filling in the walls and figuring out what I want to do to fill in those spaces. So I think I just need to figure that out. My birthday is in March. That's all I'll say. My birthday is in March. But yeah, I think it's looking nice. We also have just a couple different, you can see I've got better clouds installed now. So we have, you know, still the vanilla clouds, but slightly different. You know, I want to see, I'm going to take a look at Modernth really quick and see if we actually can get FreeCam for 1.8, because we might, or 1.20, 1.8, because I might download that if it's available. It's not available yet. Okay, cool. We're good. So we just get to do this. Nice. September is coming up, so it's almost your birthday. That's exciting. Yeah, I think maybe what we do is just start this off by doing a bit of digging, also by upping my FOV. I had that changed from my short earlier. Can we do a little, well, let's empty our inventory and then do a little bit of work on the actual block in there. And then we can turn our attention back to the house. We didn't do much on the block last time, so I want to make sure that we actually do some work on that this time around, since we didn't the last time around. We'll drop off all of our various wood items here, because we've got a bunch of them. Yeah, I didn't realize we picked up so many random blocks at this point. Oh my goodness. Drop that over there, that over there, that with that. And I don't think we need to hold on to these spectral arrows. We'll hold on to the normal arrows though, just in case we need them. Now the thing that we need to figure out is diamonds. We have 4 here, but our pickaxe is looking pretty dang sad. So we're gonna want to figure that out before we before anything bad happens. Nexus, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. So we gotta figure that out. Thanks. Yeah. Well, I guess my profile picture or this guy. I like him too. He's cool. Where did I put all this blackstone? Up there. Okay, there we go. I was like, I know it's somewhere. I have no clue where it is. All right, and we've got that. And we'll drop the glowstone over there. Okay. We're going to keep the shield up, but in the event that things get hairy, we've got the totem on deck. So I suppose there's nothing left to do but to actually work through this. And actually, we are going to want, before I even get started on that, we're going to want an axe. We don't have an axe. So let's grab some sticks here, make an axe, and keep working with it. I hope everyone has had a great start to their week. I feel like mine was very busy. I had a very, very huge day of work yesterday. They can just fight each other. That works. Very, very big day of work yesterday, so that took up like all of my focus. But have I played Roblox? Yes, I have played Roblox. I used to play Roblox all the time, actually. It was one of my favorite games to play when I was younger. But I just have not played it in a long while. Wow! I do not recall those arrows hurting that much. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we need to keep ourselves very carefully safe. There we go. We'll do that. Yeah, if I could read your name for whatever reason, it's looking mad at me. But Squid, glad to have you here. Oh, Squid Animations. Very nice. Yeah. Did the rain help at all with the heat, or did it just make it worse? Because we had that like back and forth for a little while. It was raining, and then it was really hot, and then it was raining, and it was still really, really hot. And it finally just cooled down like over the weekend. That's cool. Yeah, I used to play all the time. I just stopped playing, I don't know. Oh gosh, probably like, honestly, probably like 8 years ago now, but I used to play it. It was like I'd come home from school and the only thing I'd want to do is play Roblox. So I used to play it all the time. Okay, we're gonna get these little horses out of here so they are not trapped. Can you guys all come this way? Do they like wheat? What do horses like? They like apples, don't they? I don't actually know what they like. I think they like apples. Hold on. Do we have any apples? We can get the horses out. That would be nice because they're not trapped. I don't have any apples. I do have apples. We're good. Never mind. Well, let's get them out. That's cool. Always a fan of animations. My sister is an animator, so. Okay. Oh, they do like apples. Or maybe he's just on a quest out of there. All right. Well, I want you guys to also... Hello? I do want you guys to also leave. I made it open for you. You can get out over there. I just don't want to hurt you. Just stay over there. Don't come in here. Don't come in here. There we go. All right, your turn to get out. Hello, hello, Zen. Come on. Come on. Be free. No, why'd you come back? There's nothing for you in here, I promise. There's nothing for you in here. Leave. I don't want you to get trapped. There we go. Okay, let's do this before they come back in here. So that goes there. That goes there. These go there. Boom, boom. And then these go like this. There we go. All right. We got them out. We're handled. We did it. Dude, I know. I still haven't had time to sit and actually watch your create video. My day at work was... I can't obviously show you all my notes from work today, but I filled in 3 whole pages of my legal pad here. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. But this is our busiest week of the year, so it makes sense. But, nice. I'm excited to see it. I'm in my 20s, that's all I'll say. I'm not quite 20, and I'm not nearly 30. Oh, I did this wrong. What is... No, gross. Disgusting. Hold on. I put those in the wrong spots. I knew it looked wrong. I was like, why is this here? There we go. Let's fix that. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Now let's fix. Now it looks a lot better. Jeez, while you're on PTO? That's insane. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to take PTO sometime soon. I should, because we just had our big audit yesterday. So once all the things are handled for that, I should be able to maybe take some time off, but we'll see. We'll see. There's kind of a lot of things to work on all the time, so I also like, there's no shortage of things for me to still be doing or being needed on, so. I have to write like 4 SOPs this week, so that'll be fun. Oh gosh. I'll let them fight it out over there. Let's go sleep so it doesn't get too late. I feel like there's scaries above me because I don't have the ceiling lit up. I hear them. Oh gosh! Ah! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There we go. Okay. Okay, maybe that's something we need to solve is how dark it is upstairs. Where are our lights? There they are. Let's go throw some torches up there so that we stop having mobs spawn on the roof, because that's terrible. Thanks for being subbed. I appreciate that. Where Sky is being braver than me. Sky is always braver than me. with I read that quickly with my eyes and thought you said with Sky being braver than you said with Sky braver than another. Yeah. I like that video. I had fun. I had a lot of fun with Sky making that video. Sky is also braver than me though, I will just say that. Sky's the one who died. I did not die, so if that goes to show anything. Hello, hello. Glad to have you all here. Thanks for hanging out tonight. The gang is almost all here, which is super fun. I gotta get up on the roof, so we're gonna have to break this just a little bit so I can do that. And then let's just place some... Yeah, because I hear... Yeah, I hear a skeleton. But where? Is he wearing a helmet or something? Why is there a skeleton up here? Oh, he is. That's why. I'm not playing hardcore. I don't know why I'm like so afraid of skeletons right now. Too used to playing the hardcore world. I'm getting terrified of all sorts of skeletons. Okay. So that's spawnable. That's not spawnable. That's spawnable. Let's do... We'll just put a torch there. Is this lit up enough? Is lit up enough. Okay. And then over here is certainly not lit up enough. Or... It shouldn't have been. But I did just put a lot of torches, so that's probably why it is now lit up. I mean, seems safe enough, but we'll throw down a few more torches and call that lit up. We'll call that good. I was shocked. Yeah, I know. I was shocked I didn't die, to be entirely honest. I don't know how I didn't die. I really don't know. Oh gosh! Oh, that scared me so bad. Oh geez. Well, I died here, not there. Oh gosh. Wow. Yeah, this world's on 1.21.8. I used the same setup as we do for Lucid for this. Oh my goodness. And my... How, oh, all of my stuff's... Okay, hold on. We gotta grab blocks to build up there. I had my hands off of my... If I had had my hands on my keyboard, I might have been able to do something, but that was just like, yeah, there was not much I could have done there. Okay, well, we still need to light up there, apparently. Oh my gosh. Every time we get a decent amount of levels, we just get annihilated. There is, and if I'd had the Totem of Undying out, that's what Tim's thinking in his mind right now. Tim's like, oh, if you had the Totem of Undying out, you wouldn't have died. And Tim, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I wouldn't have died. I know you're thinking it. I know you're thinking it. Okay, well, we gotta go grab a bunch of things now and enjoy that. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. I know you did that earlier, but I just sent the thing for that. One time I was in hardcore while I was doing real with a gold helmet and a gold enchantment pickaxe. I lost fall damage when I didn't make the jump over the cliff. Oh, that's so sad. I'm currently doing a hardcore series on as full-length videos, and I've never played hardcore before, like ever. And so the third one comes out tomorrow, the third hour of that. But I'm trying to make it 24 hours, and I seriously doubt that I will be able to make 24 hours. I die to the silliest things, as you have just seen. I die to creepers falling from the sky. Just like, I feel like that's just not, that's like, ugh. Or like there's one, it's part of the intro, but a creeper literally went through my nether portal and loaded in before I loaded in, so it blew me up once I got into the nether. That was also tragic. I just get hit with silly things like that just are like, how is that fair? Yep, anytime I get over 12 levels, it is the end of the story. I don't survive that. Okay, did I have? Yeah, I did have those like that, didn't I? Then we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and that. And now we got to build up so that we can light all that up. I think, sorry. I think once we have these corners all lit up, though, it should be okay. I thought we lit these up, though. Maybe we just, okay. Well, obviously we didn't, so I'm going to eat my words before I speak more of them. Okay, so those are all spawned. What? What is going on, Sam? Nope. Well, I mean, that works, but no. There we go. Okay, that's how it's supposed to look. I just had forgot to fill in that last block. Okay. Well, apparently we need one more torch to finish that up, but we're just going to pretend that it's lit up. Or we grab this torch, because that torch is the unnecessary. Like, that should be still enough. Yeah, that's still more than enough light. So there we go. That works. All the silverfish 3 times. That also happened. I feel like somewhere on Tim's computer, he's got a counter of all the times Sam has died. I know it's there. Oh my gosh. I have to fill in all of these. Actually, no, I don't. I can use my my full blocks to do that. There's no reason I need to double. Yeah, why would, no, that's silly. Oh, that's why. Well, then why don't, what? Oh, why did I do that? I'm not even a fan of my own building. Just kidding. I really like this building, actually. You're making up for it in Mithril Realms. Yeah, that's true. I in Mithril Realms have lied in my video, because in my first Mithril Realms video, I make it look like I survived the whole thing without dying, when in actuality, I died, but while we were on a break. So I had to completely reset, and so I actually don't have footage of me dying, so I couldn't show that I died, so I just figured it was easier to just show that I didn't die, and then in the next Mithril Realms, you'll see when I do die. But not that one. Also, I found another ruin in the hardcore world with fireball things and only needed 1 block. That is awesome. That is awesome. Being able to just light it with the one, that's super cool. Yeah, I know, but I, in the grand scheme of total deaths in that series, I'm just saying for the record, I have died. I have not been lucky enough to find another ruin like that that's got like just the one. I think the luckiest one I found was actually on this world that we're playing on right now. Last time, I think it only needed 4 to fill in, but it had all the pieces that I needed, so I just had to mine out the corners and fill it in. So it actually like was super easy, but yeah. And then I think it actually, I don't know, Zen, I can't remember if there was a flint and steel in there, if I think I brought the flint and steel with me. But I mean, that was my luckiest one that I've had was like that, so. Also, I've got a question. I know where most of you are watching, but if you're on Twitch, tell me. If you're on the vertical stream, tell me. And if you're on the YouTube, like, horizontal stream, tell me. I just want to know, like, what the general audience is on a given night of where you guys are watching from. Obviously, I can see who's on Twitch versus YouTube. I can see that, but I can't see specifically where people are at, so let me know. Just interested. Okay, let's drop these around. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. Keep that down there. We'll keep that there. Do we have a place that we've been storing armor that isn't needed? Apparently not. Apparently the answer is no, so it's gonna go there. Zen's on all of them. Oh, there's a zombie right there. Glad that wasn't a creeper. He stole my blocks. That was rude. Zen's on all of them. Twitch and vertical, YouTube, vertical. Here, normal stream. Nice. Goofy. I am also on all of them, Zen. Physically, I am all of them. I got some sweet tea today, guys. So now I got a whole thing of sweet tea. Sweet tea is my favorite. But I know that it's probably not the best for me if I drink, you know, a ton of it. So I have the 0 sugar sweet tea. So I'm getting all that, those sweet, oh, I forgot that I left this mess over here. All that aspartame. Can't. Where'd the others go? Did they must have ran off or despawned or something. Okay. Let's just be ready to run. Ooh, diamonds. I have a feeling a mob raid is coming soon because we haven't had one in a while. Zen, thanks for the gift, man. I appreciate that. Zen. Thanks for the 5 gifts, man. That's so kind of you every time you do it. I appreciate that. It's cool. Yeah, I know. I wonder if that's a thing that comes with time. I don't know. Or maybe it's something I need to set up. Maybe I'll take a look and see if it's something that I need to set up, or if it's just not a thing at all. But yeah, we'll see. Hydrate. I will gladly hydrate. I'll keep drinking my sweet tea. Jack, thanks for the kind words. I try very hard to make good videos, so I'm glad to know that you enjoy them. Wow, I wish it wasn't random. Yeah, I know you can choose on Twitch. That's kind of a bummer. Maybe they'll add it one day. I feel like it's not happening again. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Jeez, I'm afraid. Oh wait, they can't hurt me through this. Because I'm smart and I set it up correctly. Okay, well. Ah! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that works. Oh, he has no clue. All right, there we go. Oof. I feel like YouTube's trying to be more and more like Twitch in what they offer for like subscriber options and things like that. So maybe in time that'll be something we get. I mean, I doubt it, but like maybe it'd be cool if it worked one day like that. Wow, so much. We got so much random stuff from over there just now. Okay. So run over here, drop all that, drop all of this. Do we have a, I feel like we made a redstone chest, didn't we? Maybe I'm making that up. I swore we made a redstone chest, because where else is all of our redstone? Right there. I called it. I said we did it. I said it. Okay. Well, what's nice is now we've got 5 diamonds and some gold ingots and a couple iron ingots and some extra raw iron. And we actually have a number of netherite straps. So let's actually take these over here to where the other ones are so we can compare. Yeah, so we have 8 netherite scraps, which is enough for 2 pieces of netherite armor, which is actually great. Okay, so Tim, I'm thinking, so YouTube, I would agree, is going more and more AI, but at the same time, their policies for creators are going more and more against AI. So like the policies, they actually just recently released, like one of their next updates is supposed to kind of crack down on like the AI shorts and like the channels that are just like view farming by putting out tens of videos an hour, using just AI programs to like scrape videos, which I mean, props to the people who have been doing that because it works, but yeah, they've demonetized all the AI channels. That's what I was just getting to then, is that it's like it's interesting because I think a lot of companies obviously want to utilize AI, and I think Google is trying to figure out how to do that the best way instead of letting it be something that runs their, you know, well, honestly, the thing that probably brings in some of the most money for Google, which is obviously YouTube ad revenue in general. But so the next Lucid SMP video, that is a really good question because I'm working on a video right now that is supposed to go out on Sunday that is not at all Lucid. So the next Lucid video, I technically have on my schedule. I have a I'll keep this over here so you guys can't read them all, but here's all of the things that are coming up. The next Lucid video is technically scheduled for the 17th. However, the video that I'm working on is kind of proving to be a little more complex in the editing than I thought it was going to be. So the next Lucid episode might be this Sunday. It might be. We'll see. I'm not going to make promises on that though, because the video that I have theoretically coming out on Sunday is a video that I'm really excited about. It's a fun game. It's a game that I had a couple of people do. And Zen knows what I'm talking about. Which, speaking of, oh, hey, there's Sky. Sky knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, so we'll see. It's either this Sunday or it's next Sunday. But then there's a hardcore video coming out tomorrow. And then the next Wednesday after that will be another hardcore video. I can promise that both of those are coming out because I'm alive. So thanks. I also really love the base in that series. I would love to go and fly around it right now and let everybody look at it because I kind of buried the new additions to the base not in the thumbnail. I feel like, you know, my most recent Lucid videos, I've been like putting pictures of the base in the thumbnails, but I really wanted to, I thought having a picture for the thumbnail with Sky was a much more fun way to do that. So I feel like I haven't been able to show off the base, the third tower and the tree nearly as much as I could have. Oh, cave spiders. No, not the cave spiders. Not the cave spiders. They're gonna hurt me. Oh, this little guy doesn't want to hurt me. Well, now I feel bad. He wasn't even attacking me, and I just did that to him. That's so rude of me. Okay, well, we're just gonna close that up. We'll get to the other one in a second once we've healed up. I think we can announce the next Mithril Realms video. I don't care. Yeah, the tree. I actually just commented back to I think it was to Sky earlier that tree. I need to start working on, like, you know, thinner trees like aspen trees, because I don't know if I can top that tree. That tree is so beautiful. Yeah, we're getting fancy. I know. Zen is abusing my memberships. He's making everybody get them now, which I appreciate. Thank you, Zen. I appreciate it. But also, Nettie, glad to have you back. I saw your post today. I'm excited. I hope, you know, even if you don't get a video out this week, I'm excited to see when you do get a video out. But yes, no, I agree. That tree is like my favorite. Oh gosh, I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, I am too. That's what I've never watched anybody play Cobblemon. So yeah, right now I'm playing on 1 block. Yep, this is 1 block right now. Oh, and that was suspicious gravel that I just mined through. But yeah, this is 1 block, so we're just clearing out our 1 block as we continue to work our way through the phases. We are on the second to last phase, if my memory serves correct. Yeah, I love that tree. You're my number 2 fan? Decided you need to keep your sanity. Yeah. What? Oh my gosh, are we gonna get sonically charged? We are! Yeah, we are. We're about to get blasted. Wait, he's killing everybody. Will he? Apparently. I don't know. Hey, Squid. I know, I need to. I did not expect there to be a warden in this game mode. So let's get this out. The good thing is we'll spawn up here. We're gonna have to figure out how we're doing this. Oh, because it's not gonna work for us to try and... I've never actually beat the warden, by the way. Yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, let's sleep and then we'll go grab that stuff. I can do this. I can do this. We've got this. Well, I'm glad to have you here before you have to go back to work. We can do this. Let's grab our stuff. He's gonna hit us again. He's gonna hit us again. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let's strap up. Get the shield back up. I don't want to waste the totem here, guys, so I'm not gonna have the totem be what we're using here. Okay. Let's have food on deck. Not the totem, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to waste the totem. All right, let's do this. Never mind, we're not gonna do it. He's too locked in on us. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you know who Eclipsecraft is? I do not. I know, I was wondering last stream if I could get a warden, and my question has been answered. I have an idea. I have an idea. It might lead to my death in this moment. But, oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, so if I do that, whoa. If I do that, can I aim through that right there? Is that going to be enough of a gap to hit him? I don't think so. I don't know how to control the fan list. Here, let me look. I've never actually had to do the fan list before. Let's look. You become different fans based off of how much you comment, is what it looks like. Now, let's see. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out. Top 3 get special badges. So you can send live chat messages or send don't send super chats. Don't do that. I don't care. Don't do that. But if you just send messages, it's supposed to just give you points and boost you up. So I'd love to have you up there as number 3, but yeah, apparently I can't. I thought I could control it and change people around, but apparently I can't. Yeah, I'll have to look him up. Yeah, I've not heard of Eclipsecraft, so I'll definitely have to look. Okay. Let's see if I can shoot through this gap. Yeah, I think you get ranked by talking. Yep, that's what I was thinking too. So if we can, oh yeah, we can. Oh, but only if we can. There we go. Oh. There we go. Come on. There we go. This kind of feels like cheating, but it's working. So we're just gonna keep doing it. Lucas, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Welcome, welcome. Don't listen to Sam send super chats. Zen. I appreciate you. I'm doing my best, man. I am doing my best. You've missed me die 2 times now to this guy. So we're doing our darndest to stay alive here. Yeah, no, I love finding new channels, so I'll definitely have to check them out. Yeah, you do get boosted by spending money, but I would prefer that you don't. But Zen likes to break that rule because he's a very nice guy. Are you allowed to spam letters and stuff like that? I mean, do it appropriately. But if you want to say like dub, you know, if you want to cheer me on and things like that, I don't mind. If that's what you mean. We've got moderators. Actually, all of the moderators are here right now. So they can let you know when things are excessive. Okay. We gotta be getting somewhere. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I find a pig, I will gladly put a crown next to it. We had pigs for a long time. And then our pigs were killed by Vexes, I think. Or something. What killed our pigs? Something killed our pigs. I don't remember what mob goes around and just kill. Oh, it was the... Did we get him? Oh, we got him! Wow, that was an onslaught of just arrows that worked, though. Look at that! All of that for a Skulk Catalyst. There we go. And the moderator spams dubs, exactly. Yeah. Well, Sonic Boom got the pigs. You know, it would have taken less time to just wait for him to despawn. No, he wasn't despawning. He wasn't. We had tried. Or at least I thought I'd tried to give him enough time. I can say I've killed the warden. See, Jack, thanks for hanging out. Dub, I know, dub. It is. It's using the world. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dub, dub, dub. Yeah, we got him. How's my Finnish Inquisition doing? Haven't seen you in weeks. Oh my gosh, I've been dumping all of these in here and I have literally a spot for all of it. There we go. It's like, no wonder our stuff is filling out. I am wondering the same, and I'm wondering if the Ender Dragon comes to us. It's starting to seem like that might be the case, that the Ender Dragon comes to us instead of us going to the Ender Dragon. So, we'll see. I hope, however it goes down, that we can survive it. The good thing is, now that I am a big boy, I understand that the Ender Dragon is not that hard. It's not easy, don't get me wrong, but... Oh my gosh. I don't remember why we have all that there. But I have found, at least after we did the one chunk survival, that I can handle the Ender Dragon far better than I thought I could. I know, yeah, Zen just jumps between the two. It's pretty fun. Yeah, good thing I had a lot of arrows, seriously. I was down to, actually it was down to 2 because, oh, I need to go grab all those things I just put away for this. Honestly, like I was actually down to 2 because I had you know, the one that was stuck up here. So did I just do, I think it was like this. I don't think it was anything too complicated. I think that was it. Oh, not like that. I've been playing a lot of creative, so I just tried to break that with my hand and that wouldn't have worked. Have I left that corner open? I have. Okay, we're just gonna pick that up now. There we go. I'm guessing since there's no overworld after the dragon, would you call it done in one? I think, but yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, do we keep, that feels like that has to have been, oh God. There can't be another like mob raid after this, right? Yeah, that's a good thing about having 2 monitors, being able to jump between 2 videos. I don't know how you get to the end here either. Yeah, well, you can find new monitors, man. Okay, so my 2 monitors, they are so I've got Viotech monitors and I love them. They're 244 hertz Viotech monitors that I got in 2019, 2020, right at the beginning. It was 2020 because it was right at the beginning of the pandemic that I got for like $160 for, they're not 4K, they're 1080, 1080p, 244 hertz gaming monitors. And I got 2 of them for like $140 and they don't even make them anymore. And Cymonks, when, I don't know if he's here tonight, but when Cymonks is in the chat, Cymonks got the same monitor, and like, yeah, we love these monitors, but they're just like impossible to, you can't get them anymore. And actually was like their warranty, I would highly recommend Viotech, by the way. Their warranty, my monitor just like went black one day, just stopped working. And I sent a note, and this was like years after I'd had it. Sent a note, they sent me a brand new monitor, brand spanking new one. Didn't even wait for the old one to come back. Didn't even ask for the old one back. So it's very nice. Had to leave 2 behind. And the one I traveled with broke. I know, you were telling me that. Sad. Well, when you get around, I bought them on Amazon. Let me see if I can find, hold on, we're gonna do a little pause here and see if I can find what they were called. Let's see, orders, this is a long time ago. I think it was 2020. It was either 2020 or 2021. Okay, so it is, yeah, is it back? Yeah, it's not back. So it is, this is the model of the monitor. I'm gonna paste it into the YouTube chat. So that is the monitor that I have. I have 2 of them and I love them. They're great. But you can't get them anymore. And I don't think they're even available. Like, oh, let's see. Can I get them on Viotech's website? I'm trying to look on Viotech's website, but it is, oh, there we go. Yeah, they're $230 now. And when I bought this, let's see, does it show me on Amazon how much it was when I bought it? Oh, okay, they were $230 then. They were $230 then. We're good. We're good. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, they were $230 then. Yeah, they're $230. There we go. Not 140. I don't know why I was thinking that. Regardless, for 240 hertz in 2020, I took that over the $1,000 option. I got 2 of them. I love it. Yeah, that's when I bought all of the PC parts for V's computer too, it looks like. Right then. There you go. Oh, that's cool. Good. Well, and if you need, I mean, moral support, you got us. I'll cheer you on. When you're in creative, do you play with like mods or anything like that? Yeah, I play with Axiom. I mean, I have all sorts of, here, let's just do a little run through. Here are all the mods that I have. Here, I'm gonna turn off my camera. Actually, let me just move my camera for a second instead of turning it off. We'll move me over here. So the chat is kind of blocking the top. I'm not gonna move the chat, but these are all the mods I run. So I've got 3D skin layers, armor poser, Axiom, which is obviously what I would use in creative. So that lets me paste and move things and make all sorts of fun stuff. I love Axiom. It's like my favorite thing. An optimization mod, better clouds, better F3, Bobby, which I use on the server, Carpet, which I use on the server. Most of these are things that we use on the Lucid server. Flashback, which is how I do my third-person recordings, also my time lapses, things like that. I highly recommend Flashback. I prefer Flashback over Replay Mod. I've never understood Replay Mod, to be entirely honest, but I think that's more a me problem than it is a Replay Mod problem. Iris, I use to run my shaders. Item Scroller just lets you move through and sort items and move items around a lot faster. Lamb Dynamic Lights isn't actually required, I don't think. I think having my shaders and stuff does that for me, but I have it just in case. Lightmatica I use to paste in my schematics and things. Mini HUD I actually have off, but I have it in case I decide that I want it, but I have it off. And then again, some more server side mod or client side mods, but for things that we use on the server. Toggle item frames is like my go-to. I love that. World edit I hardly use, but I do have. And then I have Zoomify and OKZoomer. I use Zoomify, but I have OKZoomer because that's in the mod pack that we use for the server. So that's why I have both of those. So the YouTube live shorts. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, guys. Here, let me move this over for you so you can actually see. That's a really good point. Let's see, where's my game capture unlock? Let me scroll over for you right here. I'll do a little scroll through for you on the live side, and we'll put it back to normal. So like I was saying, here are some of these. Yeah, Replay Mod hasn't been updated in a while. Yeah, I just have OKZoomer because it's in the mod pack that Santa gives us. So, but here you go. So here are the mods. Like I was saying, 3D skin layers. It just makes my skin 3D a little more, so you can see if you look at me. I've got kind of extra things around my face that the model just kind of bumps out a little bit more. Armor poser is how I get to pose armor stands and make them invisible, and I can put like on my survival world, on my solo survival world, I have a fish hanging, and it's like the catch of the day, and I used armor poser to do that. Axiom, like I was talking about, and then yeah, going back through. Yeah, these are all of the mods that I use. And behind the scenes, because there's a lot of these are libraries that help run some of these mods. So a lot of these and the optimization mods they're kind of like filler mods, but they're there to make everything else work. So, but if I could recommend any 2 mods for creative, I would say, like, if you want to do creative and do like big things, I would recommend Axiom. And genuinely, I mean this. I mean, World Edit's great. Axiom or World Edit, whatever you're happier with. I think Axiom is a lot more. Oh, there you go. I think Axiom gives a lot more modern kind of things to work with and do. So I would recommend Axiom over World Edit. But again, I'm partial because I use Axiom more. But I would recommend that and genuinely the Armor Poser mod. Because I think there are so many fun things that you can do with the Armor Poser mod in creative and like just mess around with. And you can make like computers, you can use banners and put them into like the armor stand's hand and then move it and then make it look like it's computer monitors and things like that. Like there's all sorts of fun things that you can do with that. And I recommend that. That's a good point, Tim. If you are on Bedrock, I don't know if there's an alternative. Actually, there is. And it's the new world editor thing that Mojang's working on. They have a full thing in Bedrock. I think you have to like opt into it. Let me see if I can look at it on the launcher. Oh, it's not gonna let me look on the launcher while we have this open. But they've got this whole thing that they're trying to make their own version of Axiom in Bedrock. So keep an eye on that. Look into that too, because I think it's really cool. I haven't tried it, but I've watched people use it, and I think it's really cool. Yeah, Squid, this is what I use. Let me know if you got any questions on them, but pretty cool. Okay. My vertical stream friends, I'm going to move this back to centered so that we've got that on. My favorite mod of all of my mods. Okay, I've got 2 answers for you. While I talk about this, I'm going to move my camera back over into the corner over here. So my favorite overall mod, the thing that I love the most, that I utilize the most, is probably Iris, because it lets me have my shaders. and I like my shaders more than I like anything else. Even though I don't use my shaders in my shorts, in my hardcore series, or on Lucid SMP. But I do love my shaders. I just am trying to let my things be a little easier to see for everybody, because I know sometimes shaders are weird for people. But I think my favorite technical mod is probably the flashback mod, and that's because I'm a camera nerd and I like making videos, obviously, because I make videos. So the flashback mod I love the most because it lets me kind of, you know, use my camera skills and my film knowledge, because I have a minor in film production. I was going to get a bachelor's in film production, and then I was like, no, it's COVID, I'm going to graduate early, so I didn't do that. But yeah, so I would say flashback. I think it's so fun to mess around in flashback as like from the technical side. So those are my two. For gameplay and like everyday playing, it's Iris, because it lets me have shaders, which obviously you could just have Optifine and just do that, but I like kind of having the culmination of my other mods to go along with it. But truthfully, how I play with modded Minecraft is so lightly modded that it's hardly that. Except for when I'm playing on Lucid, or on not Lucid, on Mithril Realms. Mithril Realms is, we got a lot of mods over there. I can't even begin to scroll through that mod list. Download the MC add-on file and install it as resource pack and battery. I've tried it a bit janky right now. Yeah, I know it's janky because I think it's in development. Yeah. I will say, I feel like Vibrant Visuals is getting better on Bedrock. I've been spending some time. Yeah, we got tons of mods on Mithril Realms. I will say Vibrant Visuals is feeling better. I've been spending some extra time, like I was saying, on Bedrock. Especially because I was really trying to figure out how to make that fan work in Bedrock, and I really couldn't figure it out. By the way, I've never posted on Reddit before. I didn't have a Reddit before today, but today I went on to the Redstone Reddit and posted my fan. And as of the time of streaming, you go and you sort the Reddit by hot. I was the #1 result. I was the top result. So all I'm saying, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I think Bedrock's getting a lot of really cool things right now that I think is going to help people who play Bedrock feel like they're getting the attention that the Java side tends to get. But I think until Vibrant Visuals has more things that you can mess with as a player, so you can change like the bloom. I think my problem with Vibrant Visuals is I love shaders, but I don't like the bloom. And the bloom is like when it really blows out all of the highlights. And I think Vibrant Visuals does that a ton. See you, Lynette. Thanks for hanging out. Going to be watching the live stream on TV now. Good. That's just fine. That's just fine. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you sticking around, whether you're commenting or not. Bedrock could have RTX turned on. In fact, yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, when it had RTX, I felt like it was better. But Vibrant's fine. I just wish there was some more edits that you could do to Vibrant to make it more set to your personal play style. That's my thoughts on that. So, oh my gosh, you know what we haven't done in a while? This. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. It's expanded. That's fun. All right. Onward we dig. Oh, that's cool. Monster. Gosh, dang it. What are we getting here? Okay. Okay. It all could be worse. Literally all of it could be worse. I thought they were gonna at least send another warden my way, and they didn't, so. I do want this Vex to come and fight me, but I don't know where it went. So we're just gonna do this. I'm not dying here. Nope. I don't die. I've never died ever in Minecraft. It's actually it's my #1 skill. It's actually, if there's anything I'm good at in Minecraft, it's not dying. As I say, obviously, in every single one of my hardcore videos. I hear a silverfish. Not F3G, F3B. Where is the silverfish? Oh, there it is. I was like, where is this silverfish? Ah! Maybe he can hit me from there. Oh, he did. Oh no, that was this guy. No, I don't want to die. 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 Yes, I have watched my own intro to my hardcore videos. Yes, I have. Oh, dude, I really need to watch. I really need to watch Zen's stuff and Create. Because, yeah, I know Create is so cool. I just have never given it a try of my own. Hi, I'm Erfaren, and if there's one thing I'm good at in Minecraft, it's dying. Bum 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 ba da da dum ba bum 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 bum. I love that song, by the way. It's called Island to Island by Adriel Fair. It's a very fun song. Maybe after Mithril Realms do a Create SMP. That could be cool. Is that a evoker on the other side, or is that just an axe wielding scary? It is. But if he can't see me, he's not going to summon anything, right? We'll come up with something after hardcore, because I really have enjoyed doing the Wednesday videos again. My only thing is if I'm going to do more Wednesday videos, I want them to kind of be that same level of like, you know, I can just record it, you know, in the span of an hour and do things like that. Because I want those videos on Wednesdays to be more of the like the fun. Hey, we made this video. Here's a fun little mini series to watch. So, but I think doing something fun like that would be a lot of fun. Oh, poor guy. Got spawned into the block. That's not fair of him. Oh, you know what I need to do? Posture check myself. You guys have been letting me slack. Oh my gosh, are we about to get ourselves a wait, no, they wouldn't spawn him in. I was just about to ask if they were gonna spawn in a creaking. Oh my gosh, for a second there, I thought that we were about to have another warden spawn in, and I was so close to just screaming. What was I saying? I have no clue what I was saying. I have no clue what I was talking about before I jumped there and got scared. Something about things with friends, probably. Oh, the creaking. There's no way they'd have the creaking in this because he would need a creaking heart to keep in the area, and if there wasn't a creaking heart, it wouldn't be able to exist. So I don't believe they would put in a creaking, but they'd obviously do something like that. How dare you? How dare you? How? Daytime. Ugh. Why would they let him do that? And why would they let him summon in 4 of them? You guys are going to let me survive to get back into my base. Please and thanks. Oh, you know what this is going to give us, though? It should give us another, They're not hitting me. It should give us another, totem, though, shouldn't it? Oh, gosh. Where are they? I hear them. Oh, there is a totem right there. We got a totem. Why did we get a totem? Oh, from killing the other one. Hi. How did you get here? Also, why are you... How are they... Since when do the Vexes hitting your shield actually hurt you? Am I forgetting something? Am I missing something? Did one of them just... Why did all those Vexes just die? I'm so confused. They're taking damage. Why are they perpetually... did I do some magic? They're dying. Do you hear that? One of them just died. I'm not going to complain. They're dying on their own. Yeah, how hard can it be and what could possibly go wrong? Those are, in fact, questions that I asked. Yeah, that's true. I guess I've used a shield in the past and thought it worked, but maybe it just doesn't. Do Vexes just die after a period of time and I didn't know that? It must be that way. All right, well, with our last arrow... Oh my gosh, that worked. That's silly. Well, let's eat something. What do you have? What do you got for me? Nothing intense. I don't know what word I was looking for. Insane? Nothing good? Interesting. I guess I'd always thought they did not bypass the shield, but I am just a silly guy, apparently. Nah, we're getting him. We're getting him. I don't care if the Vexes are here. We survived. We did it. We got the guys out. Now we just get to let the Vexes despawn. It works just fine. I'll have to look. I have not actually watched like any of the Let's Create series. I know people love it though. Zen included. But I've never watched any of it myself. So maybe I'll give it a look sometime. Since all of you seem to enjoy it a lot. That was brutal. That was brutal. I don't know why the game would do that to us. But we've got a bunch of things now. Look at that. We got 3 totems now, which gives me confidence that we won't just die. All the time, I should say. I mean, we've been dying all the time. What did I do with all this? You know, I got organized and then apparently have not stayed organized. Yeah. Okay. You can go in there. You can go in there. You can go over here. And you can go where the redstone goes. There we go. Okay, I want to cook up some of our other iron and put together some better armor or something. I feel like we are looking really bad on the armor department of things. Just drop that there. We'll do a loop while we inevitably get attacked by these guys. They're currently dying. There we go. Grab that. We got a bunch of gold nuggets too, which is nice. And we got some iron there. Okay. So we don't have enough diamonds to really do anything. But we do at least have some iron to do some stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll need to watch some Let's Create. Yeah, I'll have to try it. One of my buddies played on Create for a little while. And loved the planes and is it like airships and things that you can fly around? But yeah, I've just never given it a try myself. I'm sure I would love it though. I'm sure I would think it's super cool. Oh, can't leave those behind. I hope that was the last. We've done the monster raid. That seemed like a pretty final thing. My only fear is that they'll spawn another warden on us. But I don't know what I'm supposed to do about a warden. So I'm hoping that that's the final. It was not the final. In fact, it was not. Just close that over there. Yeah, you just make your way around to whatever side suits you, my friend. Thank you for that. Brittle chest. They gonna spawn phantoms on me? That would be so sad. Pickaxe is about to break. Oh, we're on a good stint. We're on a good stint. You'd think it would warn me before, like, spawning in the Ender Dragon, right? Right? We'd assume that. Let's just heal up here for a second before we take them on. I did not have enough time to really think. Yeah, I am getting a ton. I wonder if it's just, like, difficulty-wise, it's just how it works. But let's look. So, oops, don't do that. Click to open settings. Skip to phase. Never mind. Where every time we do this, oh, help phase, there we go. We're on desolate land right now. We still have one more. I don't know what it's all included in desolate land, but okay. Well, let's eat something and then we will go and take them on. But yes, the monsters seem to be in full swing for today's stream. Where did the spider that stalked us go? He's over here with his buddy, apparently. The spider. Where? No. Did he climb all the way up somewhere? Seems weird. There were more of them. There were more of them, and they shouldn't have just despawned. That feels like cheating if they could have just despawned. Yeah, I hear him. Oh. Hey there. That's the only arrow I had, so I guess you get to exist up there for now. Right now, just building the contraptions and putting buildings around them. Yeah, just a bunch of mobs. He's just up there. All right. Yeah, I'd be down to come up with a fun little side SMP, even if it was just a small little thing. It would be a lot of fun. People seem to like the SMPs. I know Tim does. That sucks. Oh my gosh, how did we survive that? Oh my gosh, why did it not explode? Why did it not explode? I'm so glad we built this thing, by the way. It is working so well at keeping our base standing. Wowzers. That had to have been the last thing, right? They surely wouldn't give us another warden. I say, with a please. Please don't give me another warden. Yeah. I prefer, to be honest, I prefer the SMP content, like playing it, because it's so, it's so much, like, don't get me wrong, enjoy making videos on my own, but I enjoy making videos with people so much more. So much more. Yeah, there's a charged creeper, I know. I'm a little disappointed in the game for giving me a charged creeper. It's rude of it. Okay, there's a new pickaxe. Do I want to make diamond boots? No, I'm gonna hold on to them. We're not gonna make diamond boots. I know they're behind me. I know. Okay, let's take some of this. Let's get ourselves some better armor on. Yeah, we're about to lose everything. Oh gosh, they're all there. Hey, they're stinkers. What else could I do? I could have waited 2 seconds for them to start despawning like they are right now. Erfaren was slain by a Vex. Who would have thunk? Are you sure that that's true? Did they kill that spider? I'm sleeping. why it's still on this, I like this song. Every time I get levels up, though. I don't know what level I was at, but every time we get hit. Hope I didn't lose anything that we want. Don't think I did. I think we're good. It did break my armor, though. So no, we need some new pantaloons, but yeah, it's like, I love playing on my own, but like, I don't play games to play on my own, you know? Play games to play with other people. Yeah. That's why, I mean, that's like one of the best things about Lucid, I think, is that everybody vibes so well together that it just makes it so easy to make videos with everybody. Like, Swag and I had never met, had never spoken a word to each other when he signed up to do the video that I was discussing earlier. And even still, it was just great. Like, it was like, we were good friends. And so, yeah. They're good at picking out good people. Okay, so if we do this right, we should be able to just do that. Poisoned, and then I will walk over here. Oh, I didn't realize that was open. Okay. We're getting a bunch of totems. I have a feeling the game wants us to have them. So we'll need to be paying attention, because the game has given us a lot of things that suggest to me that maybe we will need to protect ourselves in the near future from some scary monsters. So we could make some, we got some fermented spider eyes though. Got some potions. Okay, let's go take all this over here. I don't think I need to have all of these totems on me. We're not on a PvP SMP. I don't feel like that's necessary. Okay, there's all of our tools. Let's go check in on that iron that we had going over here, actually, since we're doing this. Oh, the posture check is definitely needed. I was super slouching again. Tim is the posture checker. Well, keep me honest when it comes to having good posture. We'll just do the full wellness check right here. Boom. Are we nearly out of this place? I would really like to be done with this place, not with, I mean, obviously this series has to come to an end at some point, but I don't want it to be done just yet. But I'd like for us to at least make it through this portion of it. Oh, breezes. I like breezes. You can't hurt me in here anyway. Yeah. How did you just, oh, they can let each other out. Okay, well now you can hurt me. Ah! Okay, I take back what I said. I'm sorry. I thought I was being nice to you. Oh gosh. I don't want to die. I'm gonna hide in here. They can come to me if they really want. Just gonna stay in here, eat some food. Be safe. Death, what's up? How's it going? Okay, if I can hit them. Jeez, that was like 3 hits in a row with nothing. There we go. Woof. Wow. That was violent. There we go. Death, I couldn't comment earlier. I think it was yesterday, but you were streaming there at the end of the workday for me, and so I was watching the end of work. I think you were streaming today earlier too. I thought I saw that. I was not able to jump in today, but I did see it. See, I just blocked Vexes, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I just blocked Vexes with my shield multiple times, and it worked just fine. but it doesn't work all the time, apparently. It only works when the game wants the Vexes to do that, I suppose. You know, our house that we've built, it's not really protecting us too well from these. Because they can just fly on by. Nothing ever happened. Yeah, that's right. Take damage. Ouch. Oh, gosh. I knew that was coming. All right, I think that is like 6 or 7 deaths, right, for today. Gotta be around there. Oh my gosh, we need to cook up some more iron. Gotta make some more shoes and stuff. We'll just take a second to breathe, relax, pretend that none of this is happening. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. We got a bunch of totems, though. Look at us. It's not really that helpful when we keep dying. But we have them. Ouch. I would have probably run out of totems at this point. Oh, you're behind by 10 seconds on your phone or on your computer right now? Yeah, I probably should equip a totem. You're right. I've got a ton of them now, and I'm about to have 2 more. Here's my thing though, like I could equip. My thing about totems when it comes to Vexes, and Vexes specifically, is that, you know, I could just equip the totem and use. Hold on, we're gonna get up some more arrows. I could just equip the totem and use it, but the Vex is just gonna kill me 3 seconds later. Wait, will my trident return to? No, my trident won't return to me unless I have the thing for it, right? The book. Yeah. Found that out. Oh, I got him. Okay, there we go. He's going to the other side. So I just need to get him, like, distracted. Yeah, I need... No. 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 Not me. I'm not dying to you again. I'm definitely gonna die to this Vex again. It's after me. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. Yeah, so if you block them the right direction, you can block them. But you have to get it the right spot, it appears. Like, you can't just, like, be holding it up. You gotta get them, like, on the right side, and you can block them. But I guess you just gotta stick with them. Oh, it just changes. I have it set to... I'm doing the thumbnail and title test thing. Actually, I'm just doing the thumbnails, but I personally am changing the titles as well and checking with things. So it should be a video. Well, I guess I think it changes for everybody who watches. So I think everybody sees different ones. But the 3 options are you and I opening a chest and a piglin coming after us. You and I opening a chest and a netherite upgrade coming out of it. And you and I running from a piglin. Those are the 3 options for the Lucid video. I always make 3, regardless of video. And they're always like different. They're different ever so slightly, but I make 3 thumbnails for every video. Fun fact. I like these guys, actually. I don't mind these guys. No, that's a good point, Tim. We should definitely we need to do this. Yeah, they're I actually am really happy. I'm really happy with the thumbnails that I made for our video, and I saved the assets for it of you and I. So I have those too, which I think is fun. All right, I need you all to forgive me. I am going to kill all the skeletal horses that are left because I don't have, like, I can't have more of them. They're gone now. No, right? No. I think it's just in the snapshot for right now. Is the combo? Is it? Hold on. Am I? Yeah, still in a snapshot for right now. I was like, no, it's got to be snapshot, right? Yeah, it's still just snapshot for now. Did you guys see the snapshot today? That's a cool one. Yeah, the only options for the thumbnail are the three of us. Or the two of us, three of us. The two of us plus that guy. You're good, Dad. No problem, man. Jeez. Sorry about that. I'm glad that you were able to do a rollback, though. Imagine not being able to do that. Yeah, I love all of it so much. It's so cool. Okay, Tim, you made a good point about food, though, because we've got this all, but that's... Well, we could cook up some of this. I don't know why we haven't done that yet. That's a smart choice. But we could also do a little farm reset over here anyway, since we kind of have been needing to do that. And then use this to also make some food. Let's do that. Do we still have a hoe? Yes, we do. So we can fill that in. You made a good point, because I was not paying attention to food until you said that. And I was like, oh, geez, we are down to one piece of bread. I gotta say, I've really enjoyed, like, I'm not that I did not enjoy One Chunk, because I loved One Chunk. I had such a fun time doing that. But I've really been enjoying this one block world that I'm actually gonna be kind of sad when we leave it. But I do not want to keep it as a perpetual thing. So I'm not, like, that is not an option. We're not gonna do that. But it will be kind of sad to see it go when the day does come. I don't think that is today, though, considering how long this level has taken us. Also, I've been strategically procrastinating finishing the house because I don't know what to do for those walls. And I want to finish that too before we're done with everything here. Strategic procrastination is my biggest game. Oh gosh, the bird's on my shoulder. He's gonna make all sorts of strange sounds forever. Did I tell you all that I accidentally killed my bird on Lucid like the moment I got the first tower built? Because the bird flew off my shoulder right as I was going to hit like a zombie or something. Like I was going underwater and the bird flew off my shoulder and I hit the bird instead of the skeleton and it one-shot the bird. So my bird is like gone. On Lucid, just full on I killed the bird on day 2 of being on Lucid. And I felt really bad. I've been doing good. How have you been doing? Strategically avoiding editing is not good. Yeah, this is why I don't like having birds on my shoulder, because they sit here and they just go, they make noises in my ear. Don't like it. You should edit. Editing, it always feels like a task when it's right in front of you. And then when you got it done, you're like, oh my gosh, it's done. I did it. My video is done. I have edited every single day for the last like 3 weeks. I didn't edit today yet. Oh, might edit later. We'll see. I might not edit. I might take the day off. We'll see. Yeah, it's not, especially the birds. The birds, yeah. Oof, that's true. Well, but then, so just pick one. Just pick one, because you're gonna get yourself locked. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Forget about the other ones. Just let it go. Let it go. Pick one. That's what I used to avoid editing, because my PC before I got this new one would just crash over and over while I was in Premiere, and I was like, ugh, it's stop. And I got so tired of it that I just would avoid editing. And that was, if you all will remember, which granted I'm back to posting Sundays and Wednesdays, so I can't say back when I used to post on Wednesdays, but back when I used to post full-length survival videos for the main... I still post full-length survival videos on Wednesdays. I guess they're just hardcore. But full-length survival videos on Wednesdays for the solo survival non-hardcore series cheats. Yeah. I think the Lucid videos, at least for me, have been the easiest to edit. But I think it's because I've set up a very set, like, here's how this video is gonna go type thing. So I'm like, I open the video, at least recently, I've been opening the video with the time lapse, and then I do an intro to kind of walk through all the things, and then just also do a general intro and talk about what the plan is for the day. And then I go and do the thing, and then when I'm done with the thing, the video's done. And that's been my setup for my videos, because it makes the editing process a lot easier when I know, like, there's essentially it's just 3 parts to my videos for each time. Yeah, that's true. Oh, you're doing our full trial chamber run, or is this a different one? I think you told me about this and I'm just forgetting. Yeah, if you're doing our full trial chamber experience, that is a lot. I'd also considered doing something with that, but I don't know. I think I did it justice in my video of just like, you know, we had a good time. Yeah. The group run was a fun time though. Yeah, you just stay there. Just, well, maybe not right there, but stay here. Thank you. That was a fun time. That was a good introduction to the server for you too. I'm still surprised that you dropping the mace on Zen did not kill Zen though. Yeah, my hardcore... okay, so Zen, this is going to differ from what you're saying. My hardcore videos, obviously, I record in one recording. I press record because I've got an hour to do it, and I'm not... Like, every single one of those videos is an hour and 5 seconds, basically, because I start the video, and then I start the timer, and then I start talking. So that's why at the start of every video, it's like 2 hours and 6 seconds, or whatever. It's because I have to, you know, start the timer and then connect and then decide what I'm doing. But yeah, so I have to go through those hour-long clips. But I kind of prefer, at least in that style, maybe if I was doing that on Lucid, I wouldn't prefer it as much. But at least for doing this style of like, I've got 1 hour set time, I prefer that because yeah, you're right. It does have structure. And I think that's what makes it easier. Yeah, no, it's a good point. But I do enjoy that. Yeah, it was a really awesome time. Talking about musicals. I don't know if you got that. I don't know if we all paused our recordings there, but I know we had a good long talk about musicals with Mars there. Yeah. I haven't been on Lucid in like a week, but to be fair, this was the busy week, so I should be able to be back to it anytime that I want now. But so we this weekend there was an armadillo spawn. I don't know if I've ever seen an armadillo spawn egg. Okay, hold on. Let's go return some things so we can actually pick all this up. But this weekend we went to some races, so we saw a lot of cars go very fast. What else? Well, honestly, that took up the whole weekend, so that was really the majority of what we did this weekend. But that was like sun up to sundown busy. So it's been kind of the last couple days have been like just a full let's just reset, get back to a normal schedule type thing. So I've been trying not to push myself too hard to like get videos out, but then at the same time, you know, I say that, but I posted a video on Sunday, I posted a video yesterday, and I posted a video today, and I'm streaming today, and I'm going to post a video tomorrow. So maybe I need to not do that. Oh, okay. my videos are just a solid bar of me talking. And as a matter of fact, in Sky's in my video that I just put out, it is so funny. I was laughing because I was looking at the audio tracks and it's my yapping and then Sky's yapping and then my yapping and then Sky's yapping. Like, it's like Sam, Sky, Sam. Like oh God, I talk way too much all the time. But I like yapping. It's my skill. I'm a skilled yapper. Okay, let's thank you. Holy Yapatron, exactly. That's true. That is true. We talked for so long before we actually recorded. That is a fair point. Sky and I, we kind of joke about it in my video. Sky and I legitimately spent the first hour, 2 hours of hanging out that day just talking. Didn't record. Actually, that's a lie. We recorded and then we yapped for 2 hours and then we recorded again. I agree, Tim. I would rather, like, you know, there are certain instances where silence in a video makes sense and it's like, oh, we're all like, you know, sitting there with anticipation. For example, tomorrow I do a very brave thing in my video tomorrow. That's right. I'm proud of myself. I did a brave thing on the hardcore survival world, but there's a moment before I do the brave thing where I go from yap to literal silence for like 3 seconds. And I thought about cutting it out or putting in like a existential crisis, like, you know, like a text over it. But I left it because I was like, nah, you guys need to know that I literally took the biggest breath before I decided what I was doing. So you'll get to see. I was brave and you guys should all be proud of me. Also, I think this is the longest hardcore video coming out tomorrow. It's 46 minutes of the hour. So it's actually mostly things going on. That's true. You do speak multiple languages. I feel like Zen and you are similar in that case, so you both can yap in multiple languages. Oh guys, look, Nightbot's lining up. I meant to change that today and then I just totally forgot to do that. You know, but that's what you need though. Plus, if we were working this like a real job, we technically needed our mandated breaks. OSHA still exists. I love hardcore. Yeah, I know you have. I was watching yours. You have so many people that sit and talk in your chat too, and that's so much fun. I mean, I feel like recently I've had a lot of people talking in chat on top of you all, my usuals, but so that's been really nice to just sit and yap. You should have added the editor commentary. I thought about it. I really thought about it. I should get rid of Nightbot. No, you're right. I really should. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm thinking about that of like just how much you probably talk with your hands and you're speaking Italian. It was when I took Italian and I was speaking Italian much more frequently, I got into the habit of saying everything with my hands. I feel like I still say a lot of things with my hands for the most part, but I've gotten better about it. That works. Technically on the Twitch side, if you do ! Discord, it also works. I also think if you do ! PC, that shows you all my PC specs. I believe. I had those set up at one point. I don't know if they're still set up. I should have added the editor commentary though. You're right. I had it in. I literally had it in there and it literally just said existential deep breath. And then I removed it because I was like, no, nah. And so now you're just going to hear silence because I left it there. Finish the house. No, Tim. I won't finish the house. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. I think it's still cool though. We gotta try and finish this stage because last time I spent the whole time focusing on the house And this time, we gotta make it through this stage so that we're even on the both, on the two, not the both. I keep thinking it's gonna be the benevolent chest. The benevolent chest is the final chest of the stage, but it's not it. Gosh, I need to sit up. Oh my gosh, I was looking at Secret Lab chairs last week, and I think I have decided. I know we talked about this a couple streams ago, but that's gonna be my monetization gift to myself. Nope. Apparently no warden. I thought another warden was gonna come. Yeah, trying to make us get distracted. Yeah, it does. Yeah, if I wasn't so lazy, I'd actually add occasional subtitles and editor commentary. I like adding it. I think it's fun. I don't do it all the time, but when I do, I enjoy it a lot. We did get a mace, and we finished the section. So now we can do what Tim has requested and actually finish the thing. But before we do that, let's go organize some blocks, and then we can go and do that. You can stay here. You can stay here. You can get cooked. There we go. I do believe I have 4 pale saplings, yes. So I think we can do a actual pale oak tree if we wanted to. Do I have anything else I need to drop in there? Don't believe so. So I say, why not do that? Drop all of these over there. We'll drop these in here. I think we got dyes outside somewhere, don't we? Pretty sure we do. Actually, we got 5 pillow now. So we got a number of pillow. Which I think, actually, speaking of our conundrum of not knowing what to do with the house, I think having a white section up there might not look bad. We could try it. It might not look good either, but it might not look bad. So we could at least see what it'll look like. Yeah, I am rich now. Yeah. That's fair. I have fun with editing, but I think I have fun with it because I make it like the only thing I can do. Like I really make it like, you know, this is the thing you're doing, so have fun with it type of level of focus on it. So yeah, I'm also curious on how I'm going to finish this, but I think that's been the fun thing, is kind of figuring it out as we go and coming up with silly ways to build it with you guys. What is this organization? Well, you see, there's some organization, and then there's one chest that has 0 organization to it. That's how it works. Yeah, I think so too. I wish that we were in the snapshot, because then I could have the shelves. I think the shelves are a game changer for building, by far. I think it is the coolest building block to be added in a long time. Because it's literally, it's vertical slabs. It's what it is. It's vertical slabs without Mojang giving us vertical slabs. But it is entirely what it is. And I love it so much. Yes, yeah, no. Good trim opportunities, I agree. I think it would look good in contrast with the dark, for sure. That is true. That is true. If I didn't like editing, I probably wouldn't have liked the idea of doing film production. That's a good point. Can we just get the full copper update? I seriously would love that. I did see the green torches. Yeah. I have a feeling 1.22 might actually have vertical slabs too. I'm really interested to see what's going to happen, because it's the 3rd drop of the year, which means they're going to make this 1.20, 1.8 and not 1.22. But that makes me wonder of, are they going to do a winter drop then? Because so the spring drop came out in March, summer drop came out in June. Oh, wow. It's already been 2 months of this. Wow. And then the fall drop's probably going to come out here in September. So they must be planning on doing a December drop, but then does that mean that they're going to put out 1.22 in July? Or what am I saying? In January? We're on 1.20, 1.8 right now. So it would be 1.21.9 when this comes out in the fall. So 1.22 must be in December. So there must only be 3 drops in the year instead of 4. Vertical slabs would be thicker, but my gosh, they look so cool. Yeah, that's true. I think it probably makes most sense for them to start it in 26, but I really like the direction they've been taking the game recently, and I don't think that's a hot take. I think for the first time in a long time, that's not a hot take. I think it actually is like a most people agree type thing. So I just want to see what they're gonna do, and I think I've been spoiling myself with paying so much attention to the snapshots because I used to never do that. That like now that I've been paying so much attention to them, I'm like antsy for like, oh, what's the next thing? What are we gonna get next? What are we again? So I feel like that's a little silly. Yeah, I think the first time things, yeah, for the first time, I think things make sense, and I think like the direction they want to take the game is very clear right now. They want to like they've done a lot of like, here's just a ton of blocks, and now we're going to introduce a whole new family of blocks, being these copper blocks, and we're going to really dive into these and give you a lot of building things. Also, here's a bunch of redstone stuff. Find out all this stuff. Here you go, redstoners. We're giving you a ton of things. Now they're doing, here you go, builders. Here's a ton of things. And I wonder if there's more redstone coming. I wonder if there's a lot more building blocks coming. I don't know. I think there's some stuff. Yeah, for once we're actually getting regular updates, which is so nice. I agree. I will say, Tim, in agreement with you in a way, and Zen can attest to this as well. The problem with all of the 1.21 point somethings, especially when they have to do the bug fixes, the hot fixes, and so they have to put out 1.21.7 and 1.21.8, is that modders then have to go in and say, my 1.21.6 mod now needs ported to 1.21.8, and they have to do that, and then you have to do that for all of your mods, and you have to wait for all the people that make the mods to do all those things before you can go and play with the mods that you want. And I will say, I don't like, it's not that big of a deal to me because I play with such light mods that like, if I have to make a new instance on Modrinth and just run it with the mods that are available, that's fine. I'll survive for an episode. And, you know, typically within 2 weeks, the things I want are updated. But I know like for Zen uses a lot of mods that really add to his videos and things that like having these mini updates like this like ruins the ability to keep working on a video because you're like, well, dang, now I got to sit and wait for months for a month to do this. So yeah, I can well, I bet Macau is probably really upset with it because of all of the things that their mods like employ. Yeah. But Sky, I agree with you. Like I like having the little piece by piece updates because I think they're really great. I just like, what did we do? Like what? We're forgetting something somewhere, like from the modding community, forgetting something somewhere, because when we had 1.21 or 1.20, and then the next update was 1.21, for all of 1.20, they were putting out progressive updates to the mods like they do normally, and it was fine. I don't know why. I guess actually I've just answered my own question. The problem with the 1.21 point somethings is that it forces them to actually have a timeline for putting out the updates instead of just being able to put them out as they go. So I've just answered my own question. Yeah, it's the coding 1.20. Yep, I know. Yep, as soon as I was talking about it, I was like, hold on, I'm literally answering my question as I'm doing this. Yeah, Flashback's kind of the one that I rely on for the most part. And I really appreciated that that Jazz like waited to update the server until Flashback was ready to rock. I really appreciated that. That was cool. Yeah. I actually I have so much motivation to go and play my survival world right now. Like recently I've just been like, oh yeah, I can go work on another hub. But I like having the break. And then that gives me, you know, I don't know. It'll make the excitement to be back that much better when it's time to go back to it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. Okay, well that is all done now. So now we can actually plant this tree. Yeah. I need my silly little mod to survive. But, you know, I feel like I make much better content when I have the mods that I need to succeed. So, I feel like it works out. Java 22 is already out and stable. That's why I think Mojang is gearing up. Yeah, agreed. That's a good point. Yeah, I really wonder where things are going to go. But, yeah. For once, I feel like we have a very clear direction of what they want to do with the game, and that feels pretty cool. Wow, this tree generated interestingly. You see how that's not centered? We're not centered on the... I don't know if I've ever seen that. I think 1.22 probably does come next. Maybe not like next, but after this copper update. Or they're going to surprise us and just be like, oh yes, this copper update is 1.21 or 1.22. And we're all going to be like, huh? But it'll be great nonetheless. I know it will be. Yeah, Microsoft is lighting up a bit of a fire under Mojang to have them consistently pushing results. You know, it's one of those like, I mean, you and I can see it best because that's literally what our jobs are, is let's light a fire under people's butts to make things happen. You know, so in a way it's great. I will agree because it's great to have that progress, but yeah, I can definitely see both sides of it. But obviously from the business side, it's like yeah, obviously it's good. Unrelated to any of this, but did you guys see that LD Shadow Lady and Joel had a baby? They announced it today. And as far as I can tell, the baby is happy and healthy and all is good. Oh yeah? Yeah, Joel and Lizzie had a baby. They announced it today. Yeah, that's why Lizzie's been gone. That's why Lizzie's been gone. Well, I'm sure there are other reasons as to why Lizzie's been gone, but that's a part of why Lizzie has been gone from like misadventures and other things. Yeah, a little shadow baby. I said I was saying a lot of names for the baby to V earlier. So LD Shadow Baby, Smallish Baby, Small Bean, like SMOL Bean, Small Bean. I think that one's my favorite. Yeah, I think there's a lot of funny names to do for their kiddo. But yeah, they announced it today, and I thought that was super exciting. The things I find out now that I have a Reddit. Yeah, I think it's on. I saw it on Reddit and on Instagram, but I don't have Twitter. Probably have. Dude, I know. Another future gamer. Yeah. Yeah, V and I were trying to decide whether if the kid was to make an account, is it LD Shadow Baby or is it Small Beans, you know? Like, you know, is it something silly like that? Oh, it would be so cool. But yeah, I'm very... it was exciting news to hear today. I was like, oh, that's so cool, guys. Lizzie's one of V's favorites, so she'd been wondering like, oh, where's Lizzie been? And now we feel like we kind of have an answer to where Lizzie's been. Tim, I only have 8 minutes left. How am I supposed to finish the house? I can finish the house in 8 minutes. I can do it. I feel like we need some intense getting work done music though. I'm gonna try and finish it in 8 minutes. This is an intense getting work done music. Yeah, it's a baby girl. I didn't see if they announced what her name was, but yes. So very exciting. Yeah, yeah, seriously, no wonder Mumbo subbed in. Yeah, Lizzie was a little busy. But it does make me wonder, is Mumbo back in this week? I'd assume so. Maybe not, but I'd assume so. Don't put that bad juju out, Zen. That's so rude. Okay. So what if we did, I know we were kind of talking about doing this as like a trim. So what if we did something like that there, and then kind of similar to like, so we'll do, oh gosh, I don't know how I want to do this. I know I can do this. I'm a smart cookie. I'm a smart boy. We're just gonna do it this way. We're just gonna start with doing the trim like we talked about. Or we're gonna fall and not be able to do any of that because we're silly. Are you rooting for me or are you rooting against me? Yeah, I'm all for jumbo beans for another week. I think it's funny. I also just love having Mumbo in the series, but it all makes sense though, because Lizzie's obviously not in the series this time around. And so, you know, it also makes sense in a way that like Mumbo being out, because they, you know, not that it's, I don't know if it's even amount of players, but it still is like, you know, if you're gonna have one person out, maybe they were like, hey, obviously we know Lizzie's gonna be gone. Is anybody wanting to just take this season off or, you know, be partially involved in the season? And I bet Mumbo was like, yeah, I'll go climb some rocks. And that's likely how that went, was just like, yeah, sure, I'll just sub in when people need it, and see you guys soon. You know? But maybe not. I don't know these people. But that's what I say in my mind. Yeah. Yep, Lizzie is running misadventures. Yep. Okay, so I actually don't mind. We're gonna step down, but I don't mind how that looks at all up close, and I'm kind of hoping that's gonna be the same. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I love watching Jimmy's like reaction videos to the memes. That's where I saw that. Okay, hear me out. I maybe you don't have to hear me out. Maybe you all agree. I don't mind that at all, because it stands out as its own thing. And I think if we replicate it on the other side when we're filling in the walls on the bedroom side, I think that's gonna look just fine. I like that a lot. And then maybe we'll do Tim. I think who had Tim, was it you that had mentioned doing stained glass? Imagine doing stained glass just to fill in that whole space. Or maybe we do stained glass on that layer and we do a little bit of exterior work there. I like that idea. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. That light coming through there. So I think what I want to do here is replicate this, but upside down right here. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we need another stair. Yeah, stained glass would look good. I'm thinking maybe we just do white stained glass, which normally I would say, no, not white stained glass. White stained glass does not look great. But I think it could work here. So we're going to try it. Oof, I did not need that much stair, but I was not thinking when I did that. Boom and boom. Oh, that is not a boom. Bad boom. There we go. Undo the boom. Light gray is what we talked about. You are absolutely right. That is what we talked about, was doing the light gray. There we go. And we could do it on all the sides, and I think it would look really nice. What I am wondering then, actually, because I think if we did one really large window here, like, I guess, you know, how do we get up into the tower, you know, is kind of the thought I'm having right now. So if we did maybe a bit of a cross beam at that level where that is. So if we do here, and we have a little beam that cuts across of spruce, does that look bad? We will have to decide as a team. I am not sure. I don't think it's gonna look how I want it to look, but maybe it'll look just fine. We're not even gonna think about it. We're just gonna run down there. We're gonna take a look and decide how it looks from there. But yes, no, light gray stained glass is exactly what we talked about, and I think we've got enough stuff to do that without problem. I think it's gonna look nice too, then. I think it is. I just okay. Yes. What we need to do though is fill that in with white and that in with white. We need to fill in those two spots. That's my thought. I will hear your counter arguments if anybody has counter arguments, but I think if we just fill those spots in with white, it'll look good. And then once we put in the glass, we're going to do some sort of detailing on the exterior to give it more texture, and I think it'll look good. That's my thoughts, homies. No, we're just gonna deal with 60. All right, let's do it. We're at 2 hours. We're just gonna do a little bit more. Some stripped dark oak for texture on the pillars. Yes, I think that is a great idea. We're not gonna call it just yet, my friends. We're just gonna do a little bit of. Do I like how that looks? Or do I want it to be flipped? It doesn't matter because we're going to do texture out here. So I think that is objectively the way to do it. No, it's not, because the glass is going to go in. That is not the way to do it. So we actually want it to be an inverse of this. So we'll actually have it like that. Which I don't like. It doesn't look bad. It just looks a little strange, but I think we got to trust the I think this is one of those we just have to trust the process on. Because I think it is going to look good. We just have to give it the attention to look good. Okay. We got to raise this up, I think. But if we're going to do that, guys, maybe we just... Everybody gets some. Ouch. Yeah, I think some dark oak pieces would be are definitely the right move. I think we're all cooking from the same book. I don't know if that's a phrase. I might have just made that up. But you know what? It's true. We're all cooking from the same book. Same recipe. I'm gonna double down on it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So I guess what we kind of need to figure out is where we're gonna, like, how do we get up there? You know, is it just a ladder? Do we just a simple ladder? I think that's probably the answer. I think a ladder is the easiest answer. Yeah. Thanks, Mateo. I appreciate that. Have a good night, buddy. Oh, that's fine. We've hit the 2 hour mark, so I will be a good scheduled streamer and end my stream. 1 second floor window needs top done. What? Am I mad? What? What do you mean? Oh, wait, what do you mean? Like have it come down one more block? You tell me, Mr. Tim, and I will try and make your wish come true. We do need to not let things spawn up there. Now that I'm placing those blocks, I'm kind of thinking of the fact that things will. So let's go make some torches. I did not think about that while we were doing that. Grab some of that. We'll just make 8 torches. That's easy enough. Yeah, yep, it's different outside from inside. Yep. As soon as you were saying that, I got what you were saying. It took myself a second to recognize. Okay, there we go. We got some of that lit up now, and now I can make this a floor without feeling too bad. Boom. And then I think we have a little ladder right here, and that's what'll take us up to that next layer. So let's make ourselves some light gray stained glass. Oh, speaking of glass, we're gonna need all of that, and I'm gonna make it panes, so we'll see all of that turn to panes. We need our black ink, which I don't know where we've placed. I think we left it outside. Out here somewhere. Black dye. And then we got bone meal. So we're just gonna turn all of it. We're gonna make all of that gray, and then we'll make all of that light gray. And then we'll put that there, and we'll do a little boop. And now we have 56 invisible stained glass. There we go. We're gonna sleep, and then we'll place in the front row of windows, and then I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say it's done. I'm gonna be good, even though I don't want to be good. That's why I'm saying this all through gritted teeth. But I should be good. Should be good. Actually, before we get up there, I was just thinking about how it is a smart idea if we maybe just make our ladders now, so that we don't need to be trying to figure out how we're getting up and down from up there. I think we're not going to even need 6, but we're going to take them. So that should get us up here with no problem. And it does. And look at that view. It's nice. Okay. The top gets to have all the windows first. That's unfortunate. I don't have silk touch. That's sad. All right. And then you get to have windows. Do I want there to be an interior window? May as well, right? Why not? Why not keep going? Because I would like to also watch Rings of Power with V. We've just recently finished watching our way through all of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit extended editions, and then we both were talking about the fact that we've never watched Rings of Power. So that would be what I could do. Yeah. Boom. How does it look? I don't mind it at all. Yeah, I am. I think that looks good. I am feeling like, okay, let's do, this will be, I know I've just said this, but I think I want to give this a try before we actually factually end. What would it look like to do a line there and a line there of dark oak signs? That is the question. Oh, that was a lot of sticks. It's fine though, because I wanted them, but I not really registering how many sticks I made. Okay. So if we get up here and do these like I was saying, so like this. Okay. And then we need our dark oak stairs and our dark oak fences again. Those have been carrying this whole build, I'm not gonna lie. We don't need, we need some stripped dark oak, don't we? Do we still have dark oak? Okay, we have some. I'm just gonna turn all that. So if we do this and then we do that, that gives us a bunch of those. We'll take that, and if we take half of these and do that, we can also ditch the glass, can't we? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to try and replicate kind of what we were doing with the other portions of this build, where we use the dark oak and see if we can't get a similar look that we're happy with that kind of matches this. Because I think that could look really cool in association with this. And honestly, now that I'm talking about it, I think if we just do it like we're meant to, like this, it might not look too shabby at all, guys. We do that, and then that. And then we'll repeat. What does it look like if we do... Is that too much going on? I don't think so. Tim, I was kind of wondering about the trapdoors, like if we just wanted to do shutters like that as well. The only reason I'm doing this is because it matches the motifs that we've got going on. And if I do these on the lower side, it kind of makes sense for me to have them up there. I'm just gonna replicate this here really quick. I wish, since we updated to 1.21.8, we don't have our free cam anymore. Because I would 100% check on this with free cam if we could, but I don't think those belong there. I was just trying to see how that would look, and I don't think that's the answer to that. Okay, let's get up to the top area. And we'll do this the safer way of, I guess we're going that way. That was not the right block. There we go. Are you streaming on Twitch too? Yeah, I am. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be too tall. So we're gonna have to judge this one. This one might be where we decide we actually need to make this part be a little lower. Or it's gonna look really good. Okay, I don't actually mind it from this close, but I think it's gonna be one of those that we need to look at from a distance to decide if it actually does or doesn't look good. But so far I am liking it. And then I was thinking maybe we could hang lanterns off of this one instead of doing torches. Just do that. I was doing TikTok. I'm not doing TikTok anymore. I was thinking, I don't have a Twitter. I kind of feel like I should make a Twitter, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to make a Twitter. But good. I've thought about it. Yeah, this series is definitely my first like foray into using dark oak in this way, and I think it's looking really nice. Like, I really like it. Okay, let's go give it a use. It's technically X. I'm not gonna call it that. All right. Place your bets. Who thinks it looks good? Who thinks it's not going to look good and we're going to want to change something about it? I know, man. I know. Pretty soon I'm going to have to move the number. You can see it's like starting to get crammed right over here. I know it's wild. I'm very, very excited about it. It's just wild to even like realize. Yeah, I've just been recently trying it more and I've been really liking it. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I will. I just made a Reddit today, so. All right. Sky. Sky thinks I'm going to want to change one thing, but it'll look good. Tim, what do you think? And Death, what do you think? Is it going to look good? Is it going to look good, but I want to change something? Or is it going to look bad? I don't think it can look bad, because we've matched the facades and the motifs that we've got going. Okay, Tim says look great. So we got one for it's going to look good, no problems. One for it's going to look good, slight tweaks. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna try and guess what Death's is. Death is gonna say it's gonna look great. That's what he's gonna say. Death's gonna agree with Tim. And when he says I'll turn around, I'll do it. He disappears. Putting so much pressure on him. Death votes for it's gonna look great. No problem. No issues. Saying it now. Let's do it. It's gonna look great. No problem. No issues. You know, my problem isn't actually, I thought my problem was gonna be with this. My problem's actually with this. Problem's actually right here. And I don't know. Oh, I do really like it though. I do genuinely really like it though. I'm gonna stew on it. I'm gonna think about it. Try and figure out. I do like it. I'm wondering if maybe we do need to move it just up one layer and have it just literally just go one block up, but then it won't match up with this. I don't know if that matters because this is kind of its own standalone thing. So we'll figure out. Yeah. I think so too. Okay. Glad we agree. Glad we agree. That's what we're gonna do then. We're gonna make it identical to this. So we're gonna put in, there's gonna be a full layer of blocks right here. We're gonna bring this up a layer and then we're gonna do the cover over the top. Here, let's do that. I agree. We're gonna do that, and then I will genuinely be leaving that time. Okay. I think that is the solution though. I think we all saw the same thing at the same time. So you just need to go up a layer. You need to disappear. You need to appear. Do that. Not that. You do that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. 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 Boom, boom. And while we're up here, we will replicate on this side. Well, in my hardcore world, I still don't have a home, so we're even there. Do that, that. Oh yeah. Oh, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Let's go look at it. We're gonna look at it in the dark too. It's gonna look so pretty. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think that looks so cool. And if we, again, kind of match the motifs, I think there's still more to be done. Don't get me wrong. I think we do need to fill in these spots with something, but I don't think it looks bad. But if we could kind of replicate those motifs over here, I think that's going to look so cool. All right, cool. That's it. I'm done. We're ending it there. We will continue this next time, but sweet. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for sticking around for such a long time. We went nearly 20 minutes over. You think leave the spots empty? Okay, I like it. I like it. We'll take a look at it and see how we're feeling on it next week. But I can be swayed either way, so I like that. But I will. Luckily, that's part of the reason we're married, is because I do enjoy hanging out with V, so it works out. Awesome. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out. Have a lovely night, a lovely week. Video tomorrow, video on Sunday if I get it done today. Get it edited. We'll see. Anyway, take care. Thank you. Good night.